Hi there, welcome back to my channel. You know, sometimes frustration just leads us wanting to get out and talk to people and try to clear the air a little bit. And just to start off with, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a health coach. I just know from my own experience what has worked for me. And I'll tell you, when someone says you shouldn't be needing electrolytes, I just practically go off the wall because I know what my body uses and I know what it needs, because I feel so much better when I take electrolytes. So this is the whole topic today. Just a very quick background. I've done keto for over 3.5 years. I've been zero carb / carnivore for a little over a month. I've already had to adjust that way of eating somewhat, but I'm not going to get into that today. I've adjusted fats and proteins and successfully so far. But the one thing that's driving me nuts is the whole issue surrounding electrolytes. There are so many quote-unquote experts out there that are just saying you shouldn't need electrolytes. You should eat enough meat to cover that. You shouldn't need electrolytes. There's others out there saying you can't eat too much meat, blah, blah, blah. I'll link to another video at the end of this one where I talk about the conflicting information and my frustration with that. But just for now, I'm going to talk about the electrolytes. I totally disagree that we shouldn't need electrolytes with a proper carnivore diet. I follow a lot of people that I have seen with the carnivore way of eating for 10 years, and they've been successful. Yeah, they've had to adjust here and there, but our bodies change, our chemistry changes. But as far as electrolytes are concerned, I'm just going to tell you what happens. If I fix myself, and I drink my electrolytes, if I fix myself 16-ounce water with electrolytes added, and I feel tremendously better 5 minutes later, that tells me my body does need the electrolytes. Do I need to eat 4 pounds of meat a day to get those same minerals? No. You know, all of our bodies are different. Our chemistry is different. Our metabolism is different. Our age is different. Our pre-existing conditions are different. I'm a type 2 diabetic. I'm off of insulin. I'm off of glipizide. I'm on metformin. That has been lowered. My A1C continues to lower. I'm off of blood pressure medicine. I've lost 80 pounds. Not all of that has been keto. I would say 30 of those pounds was not keto. The 30 days that I've been on carnivore, I've maintained my weight. I've just maintained. That could be good, that could be bad. And I hope the sound of this air conditioner isn't going to mess with this video, because it's Texas and we need air conditioning. Okay, so anyways, to get forward with the whole electrolyte, what do? I imbibe in taking a supplement every day for my magnesium. How do I know I need it? Leg cramps, general tiredness, kind of fuzzy-headed. The leg cramps will happen at night. And here's the thing, like I said, when someone makes the blanket statement that you don't need electrolytes on carnivore, that's bull. That's absolutely bull. Tell this 62-year-old woman that is doing carnivore, I'm in ketosis, I am taking metformin, several things going there. I'm a type 2 diabetic, and I know when my body needs the electrolytes. If I don't take the magnesium, it's just most definitely an issue. What do I do for electrolytes? A while back, I'm going to say at least 1.5 years ago, I was watching a Dr. Ken Berry video, and he and his wife, Nisha, were working in the kitchen, and they were talking about electrolytes. I don't know if the whole video was about that or not, but they made an electrolyte drink they talked about what they put in an electrolyte drink. Sorry for the confusion. And I'll tell you what that ends up being for me. It's a 16-ounce bottle of water. It's about 2 tablespoons of organic apple cider vinegar, the kind with the mother. I add some new salt for the potassium, and I measure that out. And we'll get on to this in a moment, and we're going to talk about potassium. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not going to give this to you like a medical doctor might give it to you in their wording, their technical wording. But anyways, I add about 1/4 teaspoon of new salt, which if you look at the label on the new salt, it's full of potassium. Or 1/2 teaspoon of new salt. It just depends on whether or not what I feel my needs are for that day. I add a tiny amount of stevia, all natural. Yes, that's plant-based, and it's just, I use liquid because I find that powdered stevia has additional ingredients in it that helps control the caking, and those ingredients are carbs, and my glucose goes up when I imbibe in powdered sweetener of any kind, even if it's stevia or stevia. So I add a little bit of stevia or stevia, just a small squirt, and either some lime, a squirt of lime or lemon juice. Mix it up, stir it up. It tastes fantastic to me. 5 minutes later, let me tell you, I feel like a new lady. I really do. So those are the electrolytes for me. It's magnesium, and I use magnesium glycinate. I have tried citrate, didn't work for me. There's several other kinds of magnesium that it just didn't seem to do anything very well for my body at all. Now, let's talk a bit about the potassium. We have to be very careful, and again, I'm not going to give you any medical terms, but I can tell you that too much potassium, it could be deadly. Not enough potassium, people are too low in potassium. For me, I feel the heart palpitations. That's the main thing that triggers me. Wow, girl, get some potassium in your system, and boy, does it work. I mean, I don't need a drug. I don't need some sort of pharmaceutical. I need potassium, and it works. So anyways, that's what works for me. Anything else I need to say here? Maybe not. By the way, the magnesium glycinate, that one works for me without causing the digestive tract issues, which generally ends up being one or the other, constipation or diarrhea. The glycinate doesn't do either or for me. The only thing is about the glycinate, and a lot of your better supplements are, they're expensive. I think for me to adhere to a 10 or 20 day supply, it's like $11. It may not be expensive to you, but it gets expensive when it starts adding up. Anyhow, I think that's it. I will add some comments at the end of this video if I do think there's more that I need to add. But yeah, this again, don't tell me that there's something wrong with my diet if I need electrolytes, and don't tell me I shouldn't need electrolytes. There is no general across the board. There's no two of us that are made alike. If we were sheet metal going through a factory and they cut us exactly cookie cutter, that same formula of metal or steel or whatever it was, and they cut us with a cookie cutter, and we were exactly the same size, set to the computer, cut to be the exact same size. Yeah. Cookie cutter, we'd be the same, but we're not. We're absolutely not. So, if you feel that your body needs electrolytes, just be careful with the potassium. Give it a shot. And remember one thing, whatever works for you is what works for you. So what works for Jody next door may not work for you. What works for Sam at the grocery store may not work for you. They may eat 5 pounds of meat a day and they may not need electrolytes, but they may not be telling the truth either. They may be eating 5 pounds of meat and just don't feel well and don't tell you that. When I'm not feeling well, this is my go-to. And I can tell you, it perks me up. Whether it works for you, I don't know. And a whole nother issue about the blood glucose and the protein, that'll be in a video in the future. For those that are saying, you know, you have to eat, you women, you have to eat at least 2 pounds of meat a day or you're in starvation mode. No. Higher fat, maybe, but lower protein, because my glucose does go up. It just throws my insulin way out if I do too high a protein. And so if I supplement with the electrolytes and I get that balance and I lose weight and I feel good and I have energy, I don't have a brain fog, I'm 62 years old, I know what's best for me. Electrolyte on, keto on, zero carb on. You all have a wonderful day, and I hope this video helped you make your decision about electrolytes. Take care.